I'm not Joe Jonas, just like there. But I try to be. Anyway, hi. Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. Thanks.
I know the sweat and the energy. I've been here for hours and hours and hours, and I appreciate the enthusiasm. Don't because I notice I appreciate it. So onward.
Well, thank you for coming back to the MMVAs.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. What is the best kept secret?
What do you think of the show? Because you come from a background of theater and presentation.
It's a great show. I mean, I said best kept secret. That's the wrong phrase for it. What I mean is, so many Americans are so deliriously unaware of the significance of this show. And there's so many bands like Arkells. I stopped them because my brother, before we started our band, I was actually on tour with the Arkells until at least like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
So I haven't seen them since 2000, probably the last time I was at Much Music.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love seeing a lot of the artists that have a really huge Canadian presence. I'm a huge fan of Sabrina Ryder. My first show ever in Los Angeles, I opened for her in 2009.
Really?
So I love her, and a big appreciator of a lot of this and here. So yeah.
Cool. We're appreciators of your work on Glee, but I want to also ask you now about American Crime Story, assassination of Gina Versace. So, I mean, you never know what you can believe what you read online, but it started.
Oh, yes, you can. Everybody knows about that.
Everything. It started a month ago shooting though. Like, are you in the middle of shooting right now?
Yeah, I'm on my hiatus, so I'm just.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, so I can't hang out together. Yeah, I'm sort of balancing many different hats at the same time because before the acting thing, I sort of do a lot of music stuff, so I'm kind of back at that with my brother with a band called the Peter Games. We're sort of hawking about town, forgive the shameless promotion, but that's fine here. But yeah, so I got back into that. We released a record, so this is my hiatus to kiss babies, pass out cigars, do that whole thing. So yeah, between that and Versace, it's serial killer life and playing electronic music. I live somewhere in between.
It's an amazing kind of.
It's a nice respite from the other one, for sure.
And well, obviously with American Crime Story, you're reunited with Ryan Murphy from Glee. So what's that been like getting back together with him, and why do you like working with him? Because he's such an interesting and
he's an amazing
different creative mind.
He's got the Midas touch.
Yeah.
I never actually really worked with him on Glee, which is a surprising fact. He obviously was my boss, but just by a series of completely bizarre circumstances, he never really directed me. So getting to work with the man, myth, legend, that a lot of people his name is sort of synonymous with a lot of really quality storytelling. It's really cool. I'm very honored. Not to mention I get to hang out with Penelope Cruz and Ricky Martin, gonna drop those names as long as I possibly can. And Edgar Ramirez, and all these really beautiful Latin things. Yeah, spending time with them and being inspired by all these books is an incredible thing. That's kind of the dream, right? To be the people that you admire and respect and make you a better person.
Cool. Yeah. Hey.
Hi. Is there a role from the past, comedic role, would you like to recreate? I guess a movie that's from the past where there's a comedic leading role, and you want to recreate that movie and play that main character.
Oh, is there a role?
Yeah, sorry.
Forgive me. I don't know. Jeez. That's always sort of a double-edged sword because on the one hand, people say, no original ideas happen anymore, and there is certainly a huge percentage of things that are remakes, so I am always rooting for the underdog, and that currently is original ideas. So in that sense, if there was an iconic role, I wouldn't want to do it because it's probably already been done. I come from the theater, and one of the best things about the theater is if you see a play, if I see Hamlet when I'm 7, I go, I want to play Hamlet one day, I can, and hopefully I will. But if you see The Godfather when you're 7, you go, man, I want to play Don Corleone. It's like, sorry, man, it's happened already. That's it. You did it. So in movies, it's sort of a tricky thing, but there's certainly a lot of roles in theater that I look forward to being able to do. But I'm on the team of original content and things that kind of push the needle forward, so someone can remake it 20 years from now.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Darren. I'm Hannah.
Hannah.
Yes, Hannah. Yes, you got it. So I'm Hannah Alper from FY Music and call me Hannah.stay. It's also nice speaking to a fellow B-Day speaker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I know that you have played, you've been in high school both on screen and off screen. So I'm going into grade 9 next year. So what's your advice?
Really?
Yeah. So what's your advice
man,
to me?
Grade 9, bless your heart. Well done. First of all, way to go to be a self-made lady at your age. Well done. You're an inspiration to a lot of young girls. girls. So,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I couldn't deign to give you any advice. You're way farther along than I certainly was at your age, so I think for me to say anything would be absurd. I think you're on the right track, do what you're doing, and tell other girls like you to do the same. I can literally not say anything. You're clearly more awesome than that.
How do you feel when young people, because you come from theater with Starkey Productions, and
Yeah,
come out
someone
of
did the Wikipedia.
and you come out of that world, so how important is it to you when young people like Hannah kind of ask you for advice, or say that maybe your work on Glee or your work in the theater has kind of inspired them to do something out there?
Well, the cool thing about inspiration is it comes in all forms, and it's a team sport, you know. So, you know, if someone like Hannah says something like that to me, it's a two-way street, because you know she was looking for stuff that could inspire her. Her gates were open, so to speak. People who don't get inspired have their gates closed and don't understand that inspiration is hitting you at all times. It's kind of up to you to be like, okay, what do I want to learn? So it is a two-way street. Shout out to Hannah. Because obviously you're industrious on your own. I didn't tell you to do that. I was part of something that may have informed your ability to do that, but that's all I do. So that's me. I was sort of just like, maybe a street sign on the way there. So it's cool. It gives me encouragement for young people that are out to do good things. Like that's always inspiring. You know, they get inspired by yourself. Like, oh yeah, if you're into that, and I'm more into it, I'm gonna make more stuff, and it's a cyclical inspiration party.
Yes, cyclical inspiration party.
Yeah, exactly. That's my next band. Yeah. Cyclical inspiration
Or an
party.
album.
That's my concept album. Yeah. It's a 9-hour jazz odyssey.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for the work and for being back at the MMVAs, and can't wait for American Crime Story.
Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.